it's just, it's a good night. It's a good night. It's a good night. I also need to remember to take care of my lips as well, because goodness knows, these poor things have been through it. I don't know why. It's been just a bad year, a bad winter, I should say, for my lips being dry. So, now that everything's good, I kind of was contemplating, okay, what do I do? What do I do to mark such a momentous occasion? And you will notice that I did not put out the call for more trigger words, because I am kind of doing like a favorites extravaganza. I really have enjoyed what Trigger Word Tuesday has become. A lot of people are commenting like, hey, this is like a little miniature holiday. You can hear the train in the background. What was I saying? Oh, right. It like has made Tuesday kind of exciting and something to look forward to, which really makes me feel happy, because I also love making certain days special. Wednesday, for whatever reason, since elementary school, has always been my favorite day, so I always make sure to make Wednesday night like a nice kind of take time away from it all kind of night. I'll usually play a video game or read and just become a shut-in, which is very nice and fun, and I like it. So that being said, I was like, okay, how do I celebrate a year of this? We already celebrated a year of like the channel, even though the channel's been around for a while, but a year of like the channel being a thing that I do consistently. I was like, we're just making this a little favorites extravaganza. So that being said, I'm giving you all homework. Just kidding. I'm giving you all not homework, but like just a little bit of a reflective kind of exercise, I guess. This is a little bit inspired by a very regular suggester, Barbie Hannibal, who at one point was like, time to clock in at the Eclectic ASMR Factory. And I just kind of thought it would be kind of cute. This is by no means something that you have to do. If you have a Trigger Word Tuesday that you come back to a lot, I know the titles are all very generic. I'm sorry. I keep trying to find ways to make the titles a little bit more like interesting. But so far I have been failing, but I am going to take, again, Barbie Hannibal's advice to do maybe a little bit more interesting things coming up for January and things like that. So with all of this in mind, if you have, like I said, a favorite Trigger Word Tuesday, a favorite word that somebody has suggested, your own or somebody else's word, a word that I have said, comment it below. This is not me engagement farming, I promise. It is just me kind of being curious about sort of what has been fun about this whole experience for everybody. I will say that my favorite part of Trigger Word Tuesday is honestly making the post and seeing all of the words roll in, and then making my lists. Look at that. Like, I also am very proud of how small my writing has managed to get. I don't know why this notebook has a lot of space in it, but because there is so often a lot of despair in life, and I go through sort of rough times as well, wondering if there's hope in the political climate and in the personal life climate and things like that, and having small things really helps to improve that for me. So the fact that I have been there for someone else, thank you. I'm glad that you have let me invade your life by making you think of trigger words. So, what did I settle on doing? Well, that is a great question. I have written my least packed page for a long time, and what I am going to do is I am going to go through my 10 favorite words of the entire year. We are going to do that later in the video, probably in another clip, honestly. And then I kind of thought we would do like a Grammys style thing where I have gotten the best sounds, such as K, such as C, those kinds of sounds, the best L sounds, the best or T or D sounds, the best sounds, so S's or soft C's, and then the best phrases, because we did do that one trigger word, trigger phrase episode, and there have been just like a couple of different sort of multi-word things, and phrases that have been suggested before. I thought like, okay, we're gonna keep it to words and then sometimes phrases. Anyway, and then also the best multi-word trigger words. How did I differentiate between a word and a phrase? Well, something like northern lights, northern lights, northern lights, which has never been suggested, by the way, which is interesting. That would be still a trigger word, because the northern lights, that is a noun, it's a proper noun, but even something like coming up with it off the top of my head, cream cheese, that's not a phrase because that's a thing. Those two words create a noun. Technically it's two nouns, but it creates the idea of something else. Cottage cheese, same thing. Clarified butter. I don't know why we're in the dairy aisle. Greek yogurt. And then a phrase is something like close your eyes, something like go to bed, things like that. That is more like there is something being communicated there beyond just, oh, well, I guess cream cheese is a great example of that. So anyway, so best phrases and then best multi-word, and then I just have I've got like a little cleanup section in it as well, because Minnie Roberts, Shelby C, and Melanie all made suggestions after I started filming last week's video. So I've got a little bit of cleanup for that. And then the best of each month, which I've taken two words from each month, and I have endeavored to make all of these different. So like you won't find words in the top 10 that are words from each month, if that makes sense. Of course they are from a month, but I've made it so that essentially it gave me an opportunity to put a spotlight on certain different words. Now, some of these words I was able to find who suggested them, because I write it down all the time. I write down who suggests them. But in the case of certain words, they have been suggested a couple of times, sound perfect. Crystal, 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 crystal. I love it. It's just so good. Crystal, crystal, crystal. And, of course, the the winner. I don't know. This is like the person on TikTok who does like the Paloma Diamond, if you know, you know, stuff. And like, oh my god, it's just so good. It's like, it's performance art literally, but the nominees are Kodiak, Cryptic, and Crystal. And of course, winner is Crystal, 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 Crystal. It's just Crystal, Crystal, Crystal. Honestly, I was like, okay, Cryptic, Cryptic, Cryptic. I wanted it to be there, but Crystal, Crystal, Crystal. There is something about the way that it makes the mouth move that just really does it for me. Now, do I give myself ASMR when I say these words? No, I do not. But I do know what I would like someone else to say. Especially now that I have these in. It really helps me know, okay, this is the one that I actually really like. So, Crystal, Crystal, Crystal is just, it makes it over the finish line. Nothing wrong with Kodiak or Cryptic, but they're great. Also, somebody do this math for me. I think we've had like an average of 24 or 25 words per week. Actually, the average is probably closer to 22, I would say. Anyway, I didn't do like the actual math, but like assuming that we have had 22 words a week for 52 weeks, it doesn't necessarily mean that these are all different, but if somebody is a math whiz, do that math, and then consider the fact that every one of these words I try to repeat for about 2.5 minutes. It's obviously not exact. Sometimes it's been a little bit less, sometimes it's a little bit more, especially because there's some rambling in there. But like, if you then cut that down to say 2 minutes, so let's give it a good estimate of around 20 words per week at 2 minutes per word. I would love to know what that evens out to, like how long I have spent staring at a camera repeating words, and then like how many words I have done that for, and then what that amounts to. It's just very interesting to me. So the next category is best L sounds, and the nominees are 1. Calligraphy, 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 calligraphy. Honorable mentions for the C sounds would contain calligraphy, but also chronicle. But anyway, calligraphy. sometimes I like an evocative trigger word. Lilium, you're thinking of this beautiful, gorgeous flower. And then the lilium, it's simple. I'm finding, I used to say that I really like those polysyllabic, like archaeology. I still do. But I think when I hear them, the lilium, there's Tectonic. I swear to God, Thunderstorm was gonna be it. Tectonic, though. Tectonic. Fantastic. 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 There is nothing I love more than a good, just like tectonic. It's so good as an inaudible word. And honestly, it does rely a little bit on the C sound, but tectonic, like it's perfect. It is, I would say, despite the fact that it is not in my top 10, because like I said, I tried to keep all of these kind of different words. There's only one overlap word, but it's so good. I'd say it is out there one of the most ideal trigger words possible. It's got a lot going for it. It's wonderful. Tectonic. Like I said, if I heard somebody doing like tectonic inaudibly, I need a trigger word buddy. I need somebody, one of you start an ASMR channel centered around trigger words. Also, I know we'll kind of be battling for the same niche, but honestly, just make trigger word videos solely for me, and I will love you forever. That's the only payment that I can offer you. Okay. Okay. Next category is best sounds. Sounds. And the first nominee is psychedelic. 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 I believe this one was from around June, May. Psychedelic. Psychedelic. I can't quite remember, but it was like that, like transition into summer kind of time, and I love it. Psychedelic. 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 This is what I'm talking about. Psychedelic calligraphy, archaeology. These like psychedelic, the polysyllabic words. There's a lot to really sink your nails into. And despite the fact that, like I've been saying, I've been awarding all of these to very simple words, I still love a sort of like multi-sound, multi-layered kind of trigger word. Psychedelic, 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 psychedelic. Also consider how wild it is that like this time last year I had 500 of you around. Actually, I can probably look as I'm repeating words. Psychedelic, psychedelic, psychedelic. I know I did a 250 like subscriber special. Psychedelic, 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 psychedelic. I have 213 videos on this page. Wow. Psychedelic, 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 psychedelic. Where is it? Oh, okay. So I'm gonna move on to repeating the next nominee. Salt, 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 salt. So my room tour video was the 1,000 subscriber special. That was March 30th of 2019. ocelot, 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 and the winner of this category is ocelot. Now that I read it, I've put all of my choices for favorites at the end of the list. Oh dear. Could you see the pattern? But that's okay. I keep it unpredictable. Ocelot. Ocelot just sounds so good. And I find that, okay, psychedelic, love it. There's only one S in there. Salt. Not a lot there, but ocelot. 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 It's the Goldilocks. It's not too much. It's not too little. It's just right. It's perfect. Ocelot. 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 Again, this isn't to detract from any other trigger words that I've repeated or that have been suggested. It's just these are the ones that I have been drawn to specifically, personally. But truthfully, most of your suggestions I really like. I can't say there's maybe been like 10, 15 words that I've been like, take it or leave it. But most of them I'm like, either this is interesting, I like it, or I love it. Ocelot, ocelot, ocelot is one of the ones that I love. Ocelot, ocelot, ocelot. Okay. Next category is best multi-word trigger words that are not phrases. It's a very wordy category, but that's okay. The first nominee is woodland walk. 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 The interesting thing about these three ones is that they have all been suggested is okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, good. This one is from, I think, all three of these. Yes, all three of these are from the trigger phrases episode that we did. But these, the first two are very much things that I have repeated before and after the fact as well. Okay, good. 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 Do you like the video? Okay, good. Let me be aggressive towards you. Okay, good. Next nominee is Close Your Eyes, Close Your Eyes, Close Your Eyes. Such a fucking classic. Close your eyes, 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 close your eyes. You can hear the train again in the background. I love it when we get 2 trains a night. We get way more than 2 trains a night, but I do like it. I do like the sound of the train. Close your eyes, 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 close your eyes. And the last nominee is Calculate the Trajectory. 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 And the winner of this category is Calculate the Trajectory. Was this one obvious? I hope it wasn't. As much as I love Okay Good and Close Your Eyes, Calculate the Trajectory was just such a wonderful sort of break from form, I guess is the best way to put it. It's using trajectory, it's using calculate, there's a lot going on. It is like my love letter to the polysyllabic words of the world, because I didn't give them much love in the best, like, single letter sounds like crystal, lilium, tectonic, and ocelot. Those are all very decidedly shorter words. I know tectonic is 2 syllables, and crystal is 2, and lilium is 2, and ocelot is 2. Ocelot. 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 Yeah, ocelot's 3. Interesting. Anyway. Lilium. Lilium is 3 too. Crystal. Yeah. Tectonic. Calculate. Calculate. Trajectory. Calligraphy. Yeah. Thunderstorm. Storm. Yeah. Thunderstorm. sure. So, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for being so patient, the three of you. You're all wonderful. So, in the next clip, we are going to discuss the best of the month, of each month in 2024. But that's in the next clip. So don't get impatient. Okay, it's clip number 2 time. It's clip 2 time. So, like I said, I would do the top 10 words at the very end, but now we move to the bottom of the page. I kind of did it backwards, where we are going to talk about my favorite words from each month. These are all from the favorites lists, mostly because reading through 51 different word lists, that's a lot to try to do. So there are very, very good words that have been suggested, but I've chosen them from the favorites list because I kind of unknowingly made it easier for myself. These ones I am not going to repeat as much, or just kind of talk about them, because if I did repeat them, this video would be 3 hours, which I have no issue with, except for the fact that this is literally one of the busiest times of year in my family. So we are going to go through them at kind of a quicker pace than I usually do, because there are 12 times 3, so there are 36 words here, plus another 10, and then all of the words that we did before. So there's a lot going on here. Now, what are these words? Well, best of January 2024. First is from, this is very fitting, Riri Peep, the person who kind of has a hand in helping me come up with Trigger Word Tuesday just as a whole in general, where it's kind of wild that Riri Peep, who at one point was a very regular commenter, was just like, hey, why don't you do something where we suggest trigger words? And then 52 weeks later, Trigger Word Tuesday is born. So this was the 4th word ever repeated on this program, and it is cascade. We were getting it so right so early. Cascade. It's got a in the net. Cascade. Really good. The next one is from Fixes, and this one is rhythm. I love the word rhythm. I know that's maybe a weird thing to say, but the word rhythm is just very satisfying to say. I really like it. Rhythm. I just always have music words really do it for me, like aria, rhythm, like, you know, they're all just very nice words, like staccato, like they're all just like arpeggio, they're all so beautiful sounding, I really like them. And then the next one is from Melanie, and Melanie, this is Mel R7, just, I mean, you're the only Melanie that's ever commented, but just to make sure that I've got it, like, down pat. Echo. There's an echo. In this canyon. I did that when it was suggested as well. I am nothing if not consistent. Now, the best of February 58. First one is from Chels. Yes, that Chels. Just Chels. Lilac. You'd think I'd let this list go without my favorite color. Lilac. Next up is from Molly Mouse, still in February. really big month. Next is from Wildflower Relaxation, also from March, and that is Orchid, 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 Orchid. And the last one from the best of March is from Laura Bertrand, Laura Bertrand, Laura Bertrand, Laura Bertrand, Laura Bertrand, and it is Calendar. Calendar, 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 calendar. I am honestly surprised that this has only been suggested once. Calendar, 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 calendar. Generally, like going back to these lists, I'm like, oh yeah, that's only been suggested once. If it's been suggested multiple times, I kind of don't know when it was suggested, but it's just kind of cool. I think there's like dust in the air or something. Knowing like, oh, it's interesting like when that was suggested versus if it's been suggested again. Kind of interesting. The next up is Best of April. We're kind of just going down the line. It's very predictable. And the first one is from Elise Roseleaf. Elise Roseleaf, and it is Elixir. Elixir, 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 Elixir. I think I might have way back said that this would end up on like a final favorites of the year list. And it deserves its spot. It's really good. Elixir, 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 Elixir. The next one is from Cosmo, one of my channel members. This was back when you were named, when your like username was Civ. So I was like, and then I remember that you changed it. And the next one is Grace of Gold, Grace of Gold, Grace of Gold. One thing that you need to know about me, if you want me to like the trigger word that you send in, just send one in. I usually like them. I've never found a word that I'm like, no, I'm not doing that one. But I am an absolute sucker for is hyacinth. Make it a flower or a plant name. I will love it if it is a flower or a plant name. And Starlin in June at some point suggested hyacinth, 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 hyacinth. Honestly, these kinds of ones are relaxing because I get to picture the flower that they are, which I really like. Hyacinth, 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 hyacinth. The next one is from Molly Mouse, Molly Mouse, Molly Mouse, one of my original timestampers. I see you, Chels. I see you, Melanie. I recognize you. And Jenna Ann, Sydney Ann, and Flower Child. I don't think you've ever done timestamps. There's another person that I'm leaving out. Oh shoot, this is gonna bug me now. Anyway, Molly Mouse suggested landscape, 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 like a beautiful landscape painting. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. Landscape painting. Just landscape though. Landscape, landscape, landscape. And the next one is from Flower Child and Flower Child. You have suggested viscosity, 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 viscosity at some point in June as well. So viscosity makes it onto sort of the bests of the month. I really like this word, viscosity. Viscosity, 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 viscosity. Okay, next up we have the best of July. And the best of July, the first one was suggested by Ashley Lynch, and it is technically, again, technically. I love these polysyllabic words. Even though tectonic is polysyllabic, it feels so shorter and simpler than technically. I don't know why. There might be some psychology to it, but hell if I know. Technically. The next one is from Ashton Picard, and back in July, Ashton Picard also suggested cognac, 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 cognac. I remember when I first wrote this one down, I was like, cognac is going on a favorites list. I'm happy that it also has made it to like the best of the year list as well. Cognac, 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 cognac. The next one is from probably June, and it is iced coffee, 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 iced coffee. I think like cold brew coffee, iced coffee, those are all just like pour over coffee, French press coffee, like they all just sound good as trigger words. I really, really enjoy them. Next up, we have Best of August. First one from Sierra Rapata. Sierra Rapata. The first one is melancholy, 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 melancholy. I really like this one as well. Anything with like that hard CH sound, like architect, melancholy, orchid. Where was the other one that I had in here? Orchid, choreograph is the other one. I really, really like. I really, really like. I really, 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 really like it. I really, 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 really like you. Next up is from Meg R.O. She is mother. because I just love a space word. Constellation, 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 constellation. You know, August really encapsulates everything that I like about trigger words, like this list that I've made. First, melancholy, melancholy, hard CH sound, and it's polysyllabic. There's a lot going on in it. Then, constellation, space word, polysyllabic. There's a C sound, there's an L sound, constellation, constellation, constellation. There's a T sound in it, fantastic. Then, the next one from Hannah2416. I think this is the only word that you've ever suggested, or the only couple of words that you've ever suggested. But still, all the more love and power to you. Succulent. It's a plant word. Succulent, 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 succulent. Like I said, space, plants, or polysyllabic. I really like it. Succulent, 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 succulent. I guess it also could be like the food descriptor, but I am choosing to think of it as like a succulent. Is there not a single succulent in this room? Oh no. There's my Hawaiian palm, which is technically a succulent. Okay. Next, we have best of September. September, October, November, December did not see the light of day as the favorites video because I was swamped and I never did the September one. And then I was like, well, I'll do it in October, and then I never did it in October, and then there was the October one, and then I thought, okay, well, then I'll do them in sort of a mega episode in November. That didn't happen. The favorites of November came and went. It's been a rough last half of the year, but they are here. There were very many words. I have lists for each of them, but I couldn't get to making videos of them, so I apologize. But best of September we have from Minnie Roberts. Sycamore, 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 like Professor Sycamore or the tree. Personally, I just think of it as Professor Sycamore. Sycamore, 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 sycamore. Again, a plant word. September also is really good. Lunamoth. The second one from September is from Lunamoth, and it is idyllic lagoon, 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 idyllic lagoon. And then from Starshine in November, Chronicle, we've got a plant word, sycamore, idyllic lagoon, very evocative. I love something that makes me think of something relaxing. Idyllic lagoon, and then Chronicle, a hard CH sound, fantastic. Chronicle, 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 chronicle. Moving on to October, Shelby C suggested acoustic, 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 acoustic. This easily could have made it onto, did it make it onto the top 10? It didn't, probably because I wanted to put it on here, but acoustic is just, it is a top tier trigger word, honestly. I feel like I could have put acoustic, acoustic, acoustic in the best sounds, now that I think about it, but acoustic is just fantastic. Then we have from, okay, Lunamoth, we have iridescent glass, iridescent glass, iridescent glass, iridescent glass, fantastic, it just sounds so nice. Iridescent glass, iridescent glass, iridescent glass, iridescent glass, iridescent glass. And then from Emelix Pomegranate, we have calligraphy, 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 calligraphy. It's really good too. Now, best of November, we have one from Silliest Goose Ever, and that is Cataclysm. settle on a third. I really couldn't. December, I'd say, is probably the most stacked month in terms of sheer trigger word power. So I'm just going to run through some of them that I really, really like. These ones were all in contention for the third spot here. So, in no particular order, Quintessence from Skylar McCormick. Quintessence from Skylar McCormick. We have Brooklyn Heights. Brooklyn Heights. Brooklyn Heights from MLX Pomegranate. We have Butterfly from Nicole XO Marie. We have Lapis Lazuli. Lapis Lazuli. Lapis Lazuli from probably June. From Azaria, we have Baking Cookies. From Lolgrina, we have Crystal again. We have Crystal again. From Barbie Hannibal, we have Kepler. From Barbie Hannibal, we have Kepler. Oh shit. Yeah, no, we're good. And then from let's see here, from Minnie Roberts, we have Nutcracker. From Summerhead, we have Glam Glow. From Summerhead, we also have Soft Bear. Soft Bear. From Spooky Felix Whispers, we have Acrylic Paint and Excuse Me. From MLX Pomegranates, we have Chillax and Hyrax. From Skylar McCormick, we have Starcrossed and Yerba Mate Tea. From Starlin, we have Intergalactic and Propellant. From Meg R.O., we have Champagne Flute. We also have Illimitable. From Starlin, we have Estrella. From X_OX, we have Lackluster Candlewick. From Lunamoth, we have Crunchy Snow Glittering Glass Ornament. From MLX Pomegranates, we also have Crestfallen. And then from Barbie Hannibal, we have Gothic. We also have Cathedral. From Mariana Mendez Dawson, we have Midnight. From Who is Doklo, we have Faded Sunglasses. From Verity Wilson, we have White Chocolate Matcha. From Ippy Cake, we have Gloomy. From Fast and Furbiest, we have Gridlock. From Starlin, we have Immaculate. From X_OX, we have Chiropractor. From June 3562, we have Description Box below. And then finally, from Lunamoth, we have Glistening Glacier and Noel. Y'all are geniuses. December. You all deserve a round of applause. That is a stacked word list. That is a fantastic word list. Like,